Hey, we is Gang TV.
JT, you know how you feel you might know somebody and that person might know you? I was managing a Sacramento artist by the name of Lavish D.
Okay.
CML. And Lavish D and JT had done some business. He had filmed Lavish D while Lavish D was at his studio.
Mm-hmm.
So he filmed Lavish D while they was playing pool and all like that though. He ended up putting it in a movie.
Okay.
So Lavish say, listen here, man. He paid me for the studio time for the song. He never paid me to use my likeness in no movie.
Right.
So if you know him, get at him and let him know. Just shoot me a few dollars.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
He said, if you know him, just tell him to shoot me a couple dollars. That makes sense. I wonder, did they discuss that before? You know what I'm saying?
On some business.
Right.
So
that should have been talked about before he.
Right.
Started,
don't just put me in no movie, and then the next thing you know, people sending me flyers talking about starring Lavish D.
You
know what I mean?
Right.
So when I approached the brother, real cordial, real respectful. Hey, yeah, Lav was like, he see you got him in the movie thing. He say, so everything is all good, just shoot him a couple dollars.
Mm-hmm.
So being that I have this so-called reputation of pressuring people out of money,
boogeyman.
This is what he felt.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what he felt. He felt like I was pressuring him. I was trying to pressure him when I was really just conducting business.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he get on this is something, now mind you, this is something I've never experienced in my life.
I ain't gonna lie. What JD say? JD say, what I tell him when I arrive, let me hold some. So that's why I probably was like, hold on, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. See, I don't know how Zoe approached JT. You know what I'm saying about the duckage. But either way, nigga, we already heard what JT had to say about the whole getting at him about some money, about anything or anything of that nature.
Talk crazy to me in any type of format. This get on the internet and go berserk. and next thing you know, somebody calling me, JT, man, got your name in his mouth and this, that, and the other. I'm like, man, you got to be crying. My blood pressure went up, man. I'm like, hold on, man. Now, I done communicated with JT before this. He was out here selling dinners, and I used to buy the dinners from him and things of that nature. And he'd call me when he needed some weed or whatever. When they come out here, I done took some weed.
This is before you did the Atlanta thing? I seen on the internet he was in Atlanta for a minute? Or?
Yeah, this before that.
Okay, so this before he did all of that.
But I think he had got, he was cooking before Atlanta.
Okay.
And then he went to Atlanta and then he ended up getting shot. Like, he come back, he had a camper that he turned into a studio, and he was sleeping in it. So he would go and park at the hotel in the parking lot. He would call to get food and weed, and that's where he was living.
So he used to bring him food and weed. He was looking out for him?
Most definitely, cause
it's crazy. Asking the questions is crazy. Shout out Real Sessions Network, man. Y'all gonna tap it in when y'all get a chance. That say you was looking out for him. You was bringing him food, like, you know what I'm saying, like, and food and water, basically. Like the was hungry.
Yeah. So I'm thinking we cool.
Mm-hmm.
This get on the internet with the rah-rah. So I'm like, okay, hold on, man.
After you came to him and it was, broke down that situation.
He come with the rah-rah on the internet. And I'm like, I can't believe this shit. I'm startled. I'm
So that's your
confused.
first time getting wind that he had an issue was on the internet.
Exactly. So I don't respond. Because now I want to, I want to do something to him.
Yeah.
Honestly. Now, mind you, when he came back out here, he went to Fab's store.
Mm-hmm.
J Diggs called me and said, man, this nigga is posting video at Dope Era.
Hey, I remember that. I remember when that shit was going down live. That shit was like a little reality show. I ain't gonna lie. It was like a Bay Area reality show with all the niggas. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a lot of niggas. It was like the Bay versus JT kind of. Matter of fact, it was like the Bay versus JT and Mess. You know what I'm saying? And at first, JT was on the side with the Bay at first. If y'all remember, Mess had went to the crest, did that shit he did. He bounced out looking for digs, this, that, and the third. Drew down on the kids on some cold shit. Hey, that shit ain't funny, nigga. Oh, my mama, but that shit is just crazy that he did it. You feel me?
I lived in Stockton at the time. I had a Porsche truck. I jumped in my truck and I got from Stockton to Oakland in 10 minutes. I'm...
Y'all don't know,
put something
Stockton
on
to
it.
Oakland.
It wasn't 10 minutes, but fast as possible.
That's fast, yeah. That's
By the time I get there, he was gone. I'm upset at Stanley,
Fat.
yes,
Yeah.
for allowing him to come in the store. He said, man, it's a store. I can stop him from coming in the store. And, I told him he was wrong. I said, well, call him. Call him, tell him, let's go ahead and squash this shit because it's getting out of hand.
Mm-hmm.
I had all the intentions in the world to squash it. You know what I'm saying? Because I was on another page. My health was fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I said, you know what, man? Let's go ahead and practice what I preach. Let's squash it. So I talked to him on the phone. He said, okay, yeah, he was going to come down. We was going to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
When he got to Dope Era, he was by himself. I was by myself. I brought nobody. I brought no weapons. Fab was in the store. It was a Richmond cat named City that Fab fucked with that I had just met. And he was outside, sitting down or leaning up against the BART railing.
Mm-hmm.
And
okay, so you talking about this situation right now where JT was explaining like y'all got into it outside the Dope Era store?
right.
Okay, for sure.
So he got out the van and he had a vest on, like a bulletproof vest.
Bulletproof.
Yeah, a bulletproof vest. And he was walking toward me, and I chose to meet him. So we met face to face, and he just started talking reckless.
Mm.
Once again, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to argue with niggas, especially grown-ass men.
Mm.
Real quick, real nice one. The wall caught him
Oh
and
shit.
held him up. You know what I'm saying? And he started going in his compartments. He had hella compartments in his vest looking for his pistol.
Mm.
He was so discombobulated he couldn't find it. He was absolutely confused. So,
Mm-hmm.
in the midst of him looking for a pistol, of course, I'm trying to get out the way of that.
Right.
So I backpedal up into the motherfucking shop. When I see he not running up in there trying to kill
Chasing after
something,
you. Yeah, right.
I said, oh, this nigga, man. So I come back out. Now he done found his pistol. He just talking.
He's still talking.
I said, man, put the pistol up. Let's just thump.
Right.
Let's just brawl. We could just.
Hey, man. I heard JT tell his side of the story, and we finna get into a newer version of that, man, right after this video, so y'all niggas stay tuned. But yeah, that was a trip. Zoe said he got from Stockton to the Bay in 10 minutes. Hey, he let us know he was embellishing. You know what I'm saying? He didn't really get there in 10 minutes, but, you know, yeah, that was a good little story, man. I like that, man. Shout out Real Sessions Network. Y'all go tap it in when y'all get a chance. We on to the next one.
Say yo, you can't playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that paper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that paper, need it now and not later, ho.
Keep that shit away from